Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Wake Up Wednesday podcast.
Hey,
You know what's crazy is that on the audio version, my brother actually does and it's like a podcast. It was funny.
That's so fucking funny.
It was funny when we made it, but
That's so funny.
But yeah, I mean, I'm here, ladies and gentlemen, with XTO, part of the Ain't No Joke Blaze Ball
what's
this
up?
Friday.
What's up?
Come on,
It's me. It's XTO, Midwest rapper. You know me. I've been rapping for about a minute now. We're gonna be there on April 1st. It's gonna be crazy. I hope you're excited for it. You're gonna love it. I promise. Thank you.
So yeah, tell me a little more about yourself, about the artistry that you've done. Also, can you turn down a little bit?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Just a little bit, copyright reasonings, all that good jazz.
You already know.
Do you have jazz? Do you listen to jazz?
I listen to jazz. I'm a jazz
Put on
guy.
jazz because jazz is not copyright.
We love that. But I really honestly been rapping for about 8 years, seriously. Seriously about 2 years.
Okay.
That I've been actually
So
putting
when
some
you
work
say
in.
seriously 8 years, what do you mean by that?
When I was doing that, it was kind of when we were off set, we were kind of talking, and I was chopping up with you and telling you that I'm very cautious about the things that I do. So anything that I feel like I see potential in, I kind of take research with it, and then I jump into it. I dive into it full speed when I care about it. But rapping started off with a homie who told me I sucked at freestyling. It was one of the shittiest things I ever heard. Someone tell me I couldn't do something, kind of hit me. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get good. And bro left for a little bit of time. He came back. He said, And I was like, okay, you know what? Fuck that. I'm a rapper now. I'm gonna do it. So I seriously started crafting. I think freestyling is a way to perfect rapping in general. So I learned how to freestyle.
Okay, gotcha.
So I figured out wordplay and everything around that for about 8 years, and then I started implementing.
Heard that. So I mean, 8 years ago, that was what, 2014?
Yeah.
Okay. So 2014, where were you at? What was the spot?
I was living on.
How old are you, man?
I'm 25.
25. Okay, I'm 24.
Yeah.
You know what
So,
I mean? So 2014, still in high school.
No, out of high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
So I graduated 2014.
So the year.
Yeah.
That same year. Okay.
So it was. I was living at in College Hill. On Oakland Street,
Gotcha,
the one that looked like California, nice shit vibes.
Gotcha.
I was there, and I was living with one of my best friends at the time, and it was like a 1-bedroom apartment.
And that's where you kind of got the inspiration of
Yeah, like I said,
freestyling.
I started freestyling. I was putting in work. My dad used to freestyle with me when he was young because he was a rapper.
So that was that's crazy that you mentioned that. My dad, wasn't a freestyler. At least I don't think he was a rapper. He likes to sing a lot. But my oldest brother, was an artist, right? A local artist, and he would try to do a couple of shows. He did a couple of shows with his homie. Didn't quite make it all the way through, just because he had a kid. You know what I mean? And so that kind of put a damper on a lot of the things that he wanted to do, especially being an artist. You know what I mean? Like, have a kid, bless up. You know what I mean? Kids are a blessing, but it hinders.
A lot.
It's another attention grabber. You know what I mean? And when you're trying to get people's attention over here to you, you kind of seem fucked up when you're wanting the attention to you and not your son or your kid.
Yeah.
And so it's like, wait. You know what I mean? if you're doing this, if you know you have a hustle, go ahead and be smart and wait. But my older brother, he dipped his toes into it. And I remember him coming to the room, just showing me, I don't know why me, but showing me, his freestyles or like what he got on wax, what he got on paper. And so it was cool seeing him actually set up his own studio downstairs in his bedroom and a closet, get shit going. And that's after high school. It was mostly my cousin that inspired me, and that was because. I don't know how I started, because my teachers always complimented me that I was like a good writer.
Yeah.
I was a good writer. I was a storyteller.
I think that's how it goes. I got told the same shit.
Yeah, so they tell me that I'm a good storyteller. So, I think I listened to 2014 Forest Hills Drive was a nice spark. And then Kendrick Lamar was another spark.
He's a goat.
The Damn album really sparked my interest in listening to albums in general.
And trying to make something for me, it was like when I heard it, it made me feel like this is what art is, in music. There's a lot of albums that come out and they're kind of great Like even from my latest album I just dropped, it's a fun album that I made that I can show people that like I deal with depression and all that shit, and then all the problems that come along with it. But it's not what I would say is a art piece. It's something that I made just to put out.
Just to put out.
You know, and there's difference between that and then what some art that is made, and I want to make an art with my next
Gotcha.
album.
That's the craziest part too. Even Drake needs an OVO 40. You know, even
Yeah.
even the first Kanye album. You know what I mean? The College Dropout. He was the sole producer, but he also was putting it on wax. And so going back to me doing like my first album, you know what I mean? So you mentioned you have an album out, right?
Yeah.
It's been a minute since.
And honestly, it's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's been a week.
No, since you released an album. It's been a minute since you released an album. Gotcha. Okay, so what's it called?
It's called The Grocery List. Grocery List.
Streaming
Go check
on
it
all
out on
platforms.
all
What's up?
platforms. You
Come
already
on,
know
give them the
XTO. Go to Spotify. Go check out my Instagram. It's XTO. You can look me up at Doc Thursday on Twitter. You know, go find me. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love The Grocery List. If you ever dealt with anything, you've been in a hole and you got yourself out of that shit, hey, that's what you need to come listen to. My shit. And best song on that bitch is Top Ramen. Go check that shit out. Top Ramen, baby.
Okay. Hey, if you don't mind, I mean, we got the
I got the time. I got the time.
We got the speaker.
Might
we got
well.
the time. I say give him a little bit of Top Ramen. You know what I mean?
You know, I'll spit that shit a little live for y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Did you put the flavoring inside it too?
Yeah, you already know. I was cooking.
You were
it.
cooking
Just a
when you
little
were cooking.
razzle-dazzle?
That
You
Top
know, a little something,
razzle
something. I'll show y'all
dazzle.
something.
Here's what I do. That's for you.
So this is called Top Ramen. Like I said, it's the best song off the album. I wrote this shit in New York City.
All right, so we recorded 7 minutes of it, and unfortunately, I'm sorry once again because it's happened like 6 times.
That's only because
this
they left some
iPhone.
shit out. Like,
Well,
once.
this iPhone only has 100 and something gigabytes, and the fucking photos are shot in 4K.
Yeah,
So that takes a lot of memory.
it takes a lot of.
And so so apologies for the fucking
It's okay.
thinking I was recording, but
We
I
still been
wasn't.
kicking it. We hanging.
Pieces of
I mean,
food
if
ain't
y'all got
supposed to be
another
that
stick.
smart.
I got some papers.
You got papers?
I got one more blunt. I think it's a game.
Let me get it.
Let me get it.
It's the
You
least I
you
can
take
do.
what you need out of there.
I don't want to, walk past here and then y'all shit break because, it's just butageous up in here. So I'm going to go
No,
to
yeah.
the
So, I
bathroom.
mean, so we got into 7 minutes of the podcast. I'm not sure. We didn't review it at all. So
Yeah.
I'm sure we went through a lot and
Yeah,
we
we-
didn't get a lot. So apologies once again from my end. But yeah, XTO. I think we could just, start on the album. How about shout it out and grocery list?
Yeah, The Grocery List. So there's a bunch of fun songs on there. A lot of shit about getting out of a hole, getting back to the top. Trying to get back to your level plane in your head, some shit like that. You know what I mean? I like to make a lot of vibey music. I like people who, if you fuck with Kid Cudi, you might fuck with my music. If you fuck with J. Cole, you might fuck with my music. Like, that's my kind of vibe. I don't know what the style's called, but that's who I am. And I hope you guys check it out. All platforms. XTO, The Grocery List. It's a vibe for sure. Check out Top Ramen.
Top Ramen, and then I'm pretty sure we didn't even get to it.
I mean, hope, fingers crossed.
Hey,
but
yo, turn it up. No, turn it up.
You want me to run it back?
Run it back. Run it
Please,
back.
please.
Let's get it.
I am not afraid.
Let's get it in. You know what I love about Game is that they're actually like Garcia Vega friends.
Yeah, they're good.
Really, really good.
So, this is Top Ramen. I wrote this at 4 a.m. in New York, and it was crazy. I was in the middle of a writer's block. I woke up on the first beat. It's called Top Ramen. I love the noodles. Check it. Ascension. My beliefs, they had no limits. Once upon a time, my words, they lack conviction. Son of my experiment, I lacked experience. The road ahead's a mystery. Should I be fearing this? Fearing my destiny. I fear the fate of those who come before or after me. I like to believe I won't suffer like the others on the quest for the light. Pick up the mic, the future's in my foresight. The plight of man and the power of God. The harder I look, the clearer I saw. My eyes fixed to the image I'll keep running even at my lowest percentage, cause it's glory at the finish. Hey, God willing. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. And at the end of the day, you got you, keep it moving. Lessons learned from bridges burn, my life's not your concern. Hey, you can't shake me or shake me. I live carefree, escaping the daily. I'm just me, and don't be concerned with my movements. You don't know half the shit that I've been doing. Hey, you can't hate me, won't break me. I live carefree, escaping the daily. I'm just me. In history, favors are curious, but when there's no time, the baton is passed to oblivion. And look, I'm scared of the dark, and the voices in my head when they start telling me that my bed's where I'm parked, when I shouldn't be alone. I dealt with this shit on my own. Pain was always there, I just mastered in cologne. And all the masks that I put on, I couldn't find myself. See, I was hiding from me, I'm talking about true stuff. Writing music, it helped. I was broken, was rigid, because bad decisions I ruined some friendships, but yo, I'm here to admit it. Committed to making more than I'm missing. For the ones who never switch it, my all is what I'm gifted. And yeah, man, that's Top Ramen, my boy.
Come on.
That's the one.
Tell them where to get that.
Top Ramen, the grocery list, Spotify, Apple Music. Where do you want it? Go find my shit. It's XTO. Go check my shit out.
Where it won't be is in the garbage pile.
Hey, you already know. You're gonna go motherfucking find that shit and you're gonna love it. You're gonna learn some shit. You might find some shit about yourself you don't know. Go check out the grocery list.
That's crazy.
And
Yeah,
then
man.
the mother of the pearl, because she birthed the grocery.
Hey.
Right here.
Right over here.
She shares
Queen
studios, okay?
TT. Queen TT.
Okay.
The elderberry.
Elderberry extract, sweet but 100 proof.
So what you're playing with your music, my boy? What you planning on doing?
Man, I mean, shoot. I mean, to be honest, I mean, I've written like two singles, but other than that, I mean, it's kind of a reprise of things that I did in the past.
I see that.
Just remastering. Remastering.
Would you like some nostalgic hood candy?
So, something like that, but also chiseling the tool.
He's
you know
taught
what
me
I mean?
about inflation.
Just keep working
When I was
on
little. It was penny
freestyle.
Getting your shit
Yeah,
together.
One day.
basically.
And about
But tell
$4.
me more, like, how'd you get
Had
more?
$1.
So you told me that you've
But I only got 50
been
of them instead of
freestyling. You've
I've
rapping.
been freestyling. I would like to honestly say, like,
Nobody.
I don't know how many people freestyle anymore. A lot of people say it's like the last of the dying breed, you know. And if y'all feel that way, I'm sorry you feel that way. But I'm telling you right now, I feel like freestyling is the only way to get better at your rapping. I feel like you can't just be a freestyler. You got to be a rapper. You got to show that it's not just like something to do. It's like writing poetry for me. That's how I feel about freestyling. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes I write the best shit I've ever wrote, but it's sometimes off the top of my head, so I never get it down. It's a tough time, but it's like it shows resilience. I feel like, and that's how I start writing songs by freestyle.
So you also said that this is kind of your comeback, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you've been on a little hiatus.
Mm-hmm.
So releasing an album, the grocery list, already out, and they can find it on a lot of platforms. But now, performance-wise, is this April 1st? Ain't No Joke Players Ball, Wichita, Kansas, the fun venue from doors open at 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So event, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How you feel?
Oh, well, honestly, last year a lot of people got a little taste of the grocery list because it was still in the progress of being done.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of people have seen like a little bit of what I got to show, but I also have a pretty big arsenal to bring to a show, and I have plenty of songs. So a lot of songs people haven't heard before. So it's real nice that I'm gonna be able to perform the entire album for you guys. Give you guys a little taste of what the new shit I'm working on, because grocery list was compiled of a bunch of shit that I made a long time ago that I wanted to actually release for the public. Because I thought it was time for people to hear like some of the old stuff. I wanted to have like a come up story. When people see my new shit, and they're like, damn, that dude's fire. I want them to see what I came up from.
Like Silver Sulfur.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so something like that was what I was thinking of, my old stuff, just remaster at the studio, you know what I mean? Or keep it
He
light.
might really be my
Keep it
kid.
light.
He rolled like
And
I
then
used
just
to
show
roll
them
before
how
my
to
daughter
come up,
started
you know what I mean? Because the progress.
Yeah,
You just
you need to see it. You need to see it in an artist because it shows a development.
Mhm.
And if you don't have that development with an artist, you don't really have a niche for them because you're growing as a person. Why not grow with the person that you're listening to?
You know what's an amazing development on an artist from the 2017 roster
No
is
more of that.
21 Savage. Just
That's
coming
all
up
he
from,
paints
you know,
that
You heard what he was starting off with, and you heard
I know
how he's turned out. That's a
I
crazy
think that
fucking
shit
turnout,
crazy.
bro.
but out of all the rest of them,
You
that
did
did
these
it,
ones?
you know what I
Not
mean?
that
Yeah,
one,
he
but
actually followed the
that one, that's a
the
more-
old
that's
head's
my
advice,
daughter's
you know.
Yeah.
Even J. Cole, he was right
It's
there, right
nice.
next to him. He featured in like 3 J. Cole tracks.
Because he got it
I
on.
Of
This
course,
was
that's
a
what I'm
mural,
saying.
but I
Like
put
these
a
other
story and
cats, you know
stuff.
what I mean?
And
They
I
just
got
doing
one in
it.
my bedroom.
They don't have that experience, that
60
prior
by
experience.
60.
You know what I mean? And that's where here's another
And those are my
quick
favorite
question:
boots.
is what do you think about like lyricism? You know what I mean? Like you said, the writing is
But I
coming
didn't know
back,
how
but
to
it's
draw
a niche
hands.
that
And
a lot of people
by
don't
the
have.
time I did
It's
that
kind of
one, I knew
it's
how
kind
to
of
draw
like
hands.
Yeah.
it's because like people nowadays
just
it's more of
trying not to kill
the
motherfuckers,
sound.
bro.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, a lot of
But,
people make music for the sound these days,
but like,
and that's cool.
It almost helped.
And it's
I mean, it
cool.
helps
Like I
you,
can't knock the hustle. Like I said earlier,
you
like
can't knock
Let me show
those.
you
You know,
this
I'm
one.
not judging. I'm
you can never say, hey, this person ain't got it on point because of what they got going on.
Mhm.
I love whoever comes out of whatever they got, and if that's the sound you're coming up with, do it. But lyricism for me, it takes me back. It takes me back. It shows me what the people before me did. The thing that they passed down to us. It shows me something that I can still hold that torch for.
Like
Now it doesn't have to sound the same as the old heads,
Oh, that's that.
but it can sound like a thank you.
mm,
I'm gonna have to
You know what I
find
mean?
that.
So
Okay.
I fuck with lyricism. With Top Ramen, you can hear like
I'll show you my.
it's
my
not
princess
all
wrapped in a ball of fire.
punchlines and shit like that. It's more of a story. I want you to know, like, I started off with this bullshit that I was dealing with. I got better. I had people lose that I lost in my life, and I was like, you know what, that sucks, but you know what, I can't stay down. I gotta get better. And then I was like, I'm trying to be on top of my game. Let me get better real quick, and that's what happened.
man, you know, we were discussing this before, but 2022. You know what I mean? Even though shit's happening across seas here at home,
She really
2022
saying
gonna get
these
it poppin'.
motherfuckers.
We gonna get it popping. You, the fans. You know
The
what I
fun
mean?
video, April
She
1st.
like, I gotta have these shoes
fans.
on. I'm trying to fucking pray.
Y'all ain't even ready for what we gonna give to y'all. That's the thing. Like I think
That's pretty dope.
That's princess wrapped in a ball of
Yeah.
fire. She like these motherfuckers.
I'm
I'm trying to
so-
goddamn keep this hair up. Goddamn do this ballet. Fucking
Mama's
pray,
an artist.
Got school.
shout out.
You gotta get.
I gotta get a button. Whenever you come over here to do a podcast, bro, we ready. I'm gonna have a button for your ass. Y'all ain't ready.
You get that rape whistle we got you when you went to New
I-
York.
The rape whistles.
I packed up in New York. That was a big part of XTO right there. So my whole life I grew up rapping the East Coast style. Like I got a lot of fam out there. And so I learned how to rap like that. I listened to a lot of Nas. I listened to a lot of Jay-Z, old Jay-Z. And that was just who I was. The only like real West Coast rappers I listened to primarily at the time was Tupac and the Far Side. But when I moved out to New York, it was off of a whim. I moved out there with a homie, and it was cool shit. It developed the style that I have right now. I listen to Joey Badass, shit like that. So like it helped me when I saw the I guess the visuals. Like when I was around New York, I saw the lifestyle, and it kind of like impacted the way that I rapped because it did touch me in a way. So I grew up over here in the Midwest. I got a little taste of the East Coast in me, and it's like it ain't 100% authentic, but you can feel it.
It's authentic because it came from me, and I'm from the East Coast.
You heard first. You heard first. Okay, so you can hear it.
Philadelphia now.
And so that's also another thing. Like I'm from the West Coast, but I moved here when I was like 6.
Yeah.
But I mean,
From the West Coast too.
all
The last place
all
I
my
got
brothers
kicked out of,
around me
okay.
were listening to that G-Funk, that classic 90s.
Yeah, you
But I
know.
also grew around a lot of band and stuff because I played the violin. You know what I mean? I'm 5th grade, 6th grade. I played the
Look at you,
violin.
oh, that's tight.
So I had that musical
played
tune.
the
You know, and my
drums.
mom saw that too. So that's why she put me in the violin because she knew I'd be whistling to anything. You know what I mean? I just had that tune, I guess you can say. And so I found, you know, I don't know. It's always been, and then the writing. You know what I mean? How teachers were saying, you know, you get a writing, And so storytelling, tune put it together, you know, just it's kind of like that. Mary had a little lamb. You know, you just gotta find a tune that people are familiar with, and then put your own words,
go off on it.
Put your own words, or, you know, yeah.
Yeah, no, I studied a lot of flows. I like.
Mine was the first.
I love hearing motherfuckers rap. I love hearing people spaz off on the shit like JID, Eminem. I don't fuck with Eminem as much as I used to, but Eminem used to be like a goat for me. He came out with some shit. It was more commercial rap than anything, but it was like a lyricist style of it, and it was a vibe, you know. But I grew up with a lot of DMX. I had like a lot of fucking, like I said, the Far Side. That's my shit.
The Far Side. Talk about more about it. I've never heard of it. You said it was a band, right?
It's a group. It's like Wu-Tang, but West Coast style, and they were like kind of the rebels, you know. Like there's some soul rappers, you know. They're like, you can't keep running away.
Oh shit!
That's the Far Side right there.
Yeah. Oh shit! It's crazy.
That shit, that's some shit that I love. Fucking Outkast. And I bet you can't ever guess who my favorite rapper is. I bet you could never. I give you 3 chances.
3 chances.
Three
right
chances.
Now, this
Try
is a
me.
big one. I've never had this on the podcast. This is dope. Okay. Fuck. Well, you just mentioned Eminem. So Eminem.
Nah.
Fuck me. Notorious Big.
Damn, that's tough. Okay, so check it out. I
Whoa,
fuck with
is
B.I.G.
that
I
the
fuck
one?
with B.I.G. That's my boy. Trust me, but no, you're wrong. You're wrong. Close. Right. But you're hot, but you're never gonna guess it. I promise.
Hey, yo, I'm hot. You know.
Cause no motherfuckers say this anymore, and they need to understand. They need to understand. I'll tell you why.
Okay. Here. Okay.
Third guess. Drum roll, please.
Can I get hints?
Let's just say he be in movies too. I got it. He was 90s, 2000 oriented. He was buck and he was wild back then, and everyone used to fucking know his name. He was on everybody's shit.
What?
He was disturbing niggas.
Fuck. See, I'm just gonna put it up. I think 50 Cent.
Ooh, good guess.
Because you went to New York, you know. Like, I'm thinking top 2 New York artists, you know.
Ludacris.
What?
You would have never guessed.
That's
You would have never guessed.
Luda.
That's my boy. My man's rap so hard. That man's okay. So check it out. I say this a lot. Big Sean and Ludacris have the same kind of energy when they rap, the same kind of flow when they rap, but they handle it in a certain way where they handle their metaphors. They hit them in a way that make you think about 2 different things you didn't even really think about thinking about, and you're like, oh shit, and then it happens just to be a double entendre on top of that, and that's why Ludacris is a cold ass fucking rapper. Disturbing the Peace, that's my boy right there. Ludacris is hard as fuck.
Yeah, when you say
shout
movies,
out Ludacris, my boy.
When you say movies, yeah, the 2 Fast series. Fast and Furious.
Disturbing niggas.
Man,
we wasn't playing around over here. Luda. That's it. That was the what, bro?
You, but
that's the tag.
That's the tag. God damn it, I love it. Like even he featured on this one track I forgot with JID. You know.
Yeah, that new one.
Spillage Village.
That shit was crazy.
Spillage Village. I only heard a couple of tracks on that album. You know what I mean? It was dope. It was a cool album.
I used to listen to Spillage Village back then, and then Earth Gang too. They used to have this cool little album called like Torbo or some shit like that. They had a song called Friday. That shit was cool. And I have a song called Thursday now.
You said what?
11:04.
Okay, so it's dope. No, yeah. See, this is why I need to make sure I upload these and then just delete them off the phone.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot because it renders 30 minutes and then it renders another 30 and then it renders the hour, you know, when spliced together.
Yeah.
And then up and it's just
that's a lot of fucking work, bro.
It's a lot of memory though, that's the thing. But like I said, you know, if it was all on if I could just send this, if it was just so easy to just connect my phone into the computer nowadays, because nowadays you need the Apple, you need this Apple,
yeah,
you need that Apple, You know, I switched from Android to Apple. You know, don't get it twisted. You know, Apple.
I am still Android till I die. That's my shit. Pixel over here, boy. Pixel
Which one?
6, the newest one.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, I love my Pixel. I wish I could show it off. It ain't pretty.
Hey, fun fact. Fun fact. I actually adopted the Google Pixel 1 and 2, and then kind of turned off from the 2 because of the
2 is kind of weird.
The fact it's just the hardware. It kind of got spazzed out on.
Kinda
So I went
ragged.
back to the OnePlus.
Okay.
OnePlus 6, OnePlus 6T, and the OnePlus 8, which was dope. They were dope phones, but like I said, I mean, when it came down to the Apple iPhone, the 13 had a bigger battery, bigger screen size. The 2 cameras are the same 2 cameras on all phones. That way, there's no compromise. You know.
Yeah.
And then the price differences weren't even that big from the Mini to the Plus to the Play and all that stuff. So.
I'm not like big on phones. I used to have a lot of phones when I was growing up. My mom always used to, she was working at T-Mobile.
Oh, okay.
So I always got hand-me-down phones. So I always had a phone. So I got used to having one. I got over having one all around the same time. And I used to have the G1. That was like Google's first phone that they ever had. And that shit was crazy dope. And I was like, this is fucking cool. And then I got the G2. And I was like, this is my shit.
Hey.
And then so, over a series of time, I kind of had like decided, fuck paying for a phone. I get Wi-Fi. I'm gonna pay for that shit. I don't need it. I don't use my phone enough.
Yeah.
And
yeah, for a minute, I'll be honest, for a minute I had phones and it was just.
it's
Wi-Fi.
a waste of time, bro. I pay for Wi-Fi at home. I go to work, I have Wi-Fi. I go to the bar, it has Wi-Fi. I go anywhere on fucking planet Earth, they have Wi-Fi. If they have a password, you can figure the shit out.
The city buses have Wi-Fi.
You know what I mean? Like, so I was like, why am I paying for a phone when I don't need to pay for a phone?
Like,
So I wasn't. And then, you know, Pixel came out. I was like, that's kind of dope. I missed a couple, the first 3, and I was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm getting the Pixel 4. Got the Pixel 4, fell in love. I was like, I love this shit. Then I didn't get the Pixel 5, so I got the Pixel 6. Because I was like, I want that shit. I love my fucking Pixel 4. That was my favorite fucking phone.
I like it.
But I used to have the Sidekick, boy. That used to be my shit.
The T-Mobile site.
Bro, the Razr 2, I had top tier phones.
Man, back in the day, the Motorola Razrs. There was this one from Verizon called the chocolate bar. It was like this thin, literally like this thin, right? 2 fingers thin.
And it was ugly ass phone.
And it would flip like not up, but it would like.
But it was like go
twist up.
And
like,
it was ugly. It was an ugly ass fucking phone.
Fuck. My aunt had 3. Because it was, you know, a deal.
It was obviously.
And so I would have fun with it because it had a walkie mode. And so with it, we would just get all 3 and just start going around the house and just flipping them like a fucking Power Ranger.
That shits were fucking ugly. I started off with one of those little pay phones from fucking Dollar General, bro. I had that, and then I moved up to fucking Nokia, big brick over here. That shit never broke. Facts, until it did. And then I felt bad because I was one of those motherfuckers who actually broke a Nokia. And I do wear that as a title. I did that. I've also broken a Lego piece. Barefoot.
Ouch.
Yeah, I did that shit.
Jesus Christ.
So,
I think you're Jesus Christ.
I got a couple titles under my belt. I got a couple achievements.
Okay, that's what's up. And now tell me more about XTO. You know what I mean? So starting an artist, you said 2022 is gonna take more head on. You're going straight for it.
I figured I was gonna get some momentum. Go ahead, the album drop. I was supposed to drop it last year.
Gotcha.
Didn't have the opportunity because some producers, and then myself, I forgot a couple songs. Dude, I didn't even record like 3 songs on the track, so I fucked up. That was on me.
Gotcha.
You know, some shit. So I had some setbacks. Then I was like, you know what? This is my first project. The high kind of came off, and I was like, let me think about it from a business standpoint. Started doing that shit, and on top of that, I was like, you know, I said in 2020, I was like, I want to make 2022 my year. I want to have a test run in 2021. I did a couple shows. I had like 7 shows last year. That shit was wild. And then that's when I took the hiatus because I needed a breather. I was like, I bit off more than I could chew, and I knew what I did. And you know, it was like a fun test run. Now I know what I'm capable of. I know what I can do at a show. Oh shit. 1 second, this might be the boy. I'm sorry, but this man
we had a special guest walking in.
Yeah.
Just take a little.
I take a quick break. My boy Tommy came in. He has a feature on the grocery list actually.
And you said you were gonna.
We're gonna try. We're gonna do a little bit.
A little bit more. You know what I mean? So talk about come back where you left off.
So like XTO is a. I'll tell you what it stands for. It's X the Outlaw. It's the whole thing. I made it up when I was about 18. I started going by X in high school for reasons I can't say on video. But it was a thing that I started using as a stage name because it was like that unknown variable. And then the Outlaw came from because I always thought I was like a little. I went through a little scene phase and I thought I was like a little punk kid for a while. And I was like, I'm a rebel, so I thought that was cute. And so I started going by XTO when I was like 18, right out of high school, on some shit like that. And then I thought X the Outlaw was a little corny, so I was like, let me shorten it up. I'm an adult now, XTO. If y'all want to know, y'all can know.
Now you know, actually.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then I also have a little alter ego, honestly. And it's super funny because the alter ego version of me is called Thursday. That's his name. It's kind of my groovier shit. When you check my album out, I have one song that's gonna be featuring Thursday on there, and it's fucking it's called what is it? Grams. And you gotta check that out. You're gonna love it. It's fun. But I have some more shit coming out. Thursday's gonna have his own little album out. But that's a whole thing that we got coming up. It's cooking in the kitchen. But we got XTO, we got Thursday. Who knows what's to come? But check out the grocery list. XTO for real. But rapping has been fun for me. My dad used to do it. He got me started. He used to rap battle me when I was a kid.
Hey.
And he used to clown me. I was like a little chubbier kid. He would make fun of me.
I was so dead.
And then that rap I told you earlier, the little JJ shit, that was my comeback to it. You know what I mean?
Spit that.
Hey, my name is JJ and I came to play. If you ain't got nothing to say, come back another day. I rap my rhymes and I spin my mind. And when I get older, I won't commit crimes.
Hey.
That one's embedded in my soul, bro. Like, that's the first rap ever made by me.
I feel that.
Now I'm out here doing bigger, better. I'm rapping for people now.
And that's the thing. That's the crazy too. Ain't no joke players ball. You know.
That's gonna be a crazy show. Y'all ain't ready. I got some shit hooked up.
Oh man, it's crazy because I'm nervous. Are you nervous?
I've never been nervous for anything really. Like I think the only time I've ever been nervous was for a track meet.
Well, this is my second performance.
Well, I could understand the jitters, my boy.
Yeah, so
you're gonna like
I mean, that's why rehearsals is I'm a down. You know what I mean? Let's do rehearsals. You know what I mean?
I started off as a dancer, so I've always been in front of people.
You think we should go live with it?
Yeah.
With rehearsals?
Yeah.
Just for a little bit.
Just for a little bit. Just give them a little sample. Be like, hey, this is what, and we'll have little snippets.
Little snippets.
It'll be like, poop, poop, poop. This is everyone's shit.
And then just pose up on the stage.
But we're gonna be like, hey, what's up? This is the fun venue, bro. It's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy. So check it out. The fun venue, April 1st. It's gonna be him, me, several other rappers. We're gonna be fucking spazzing out on the fucking stage for you. And you know what's crazy? It don't cost that much. And on top of that, we'll give you some free drinks just to come hang out with us until midnight. Not asking for too much. You guys need to come out. Like, what the fuck else is there else to do? Like, it's a Friday. It's April 1st.
April 1st.
No fools here, bro.
Ain't
no
joke.
jokes.
This ain't no joke. And what's crazy, we're located right in Old Town. So, you know what I mean? Right when after 12, go get it popping somewhere else.
Go drink somewhere else. Go have a fun night.
Or hang out with the artists. I don't know.
It's going to be us.
That can be a thing.
It's going to be us.
That can be a thing.
After party? We'll figure it out. We'll
That
figure it
could be
out.
a thing.
We'll figure it out.
We
That's
will
fine.
see.
That's fine.
After party at Somewhat Bar. You know what I mean?
We're going to pull up to the most random dive bar and we're going to spaz out, okay? We're going to ruin somebody else's night for your enjoyment.
IHOP. It's a fucking IHOP, dude.
Pull up to a Denny's for the squad, bro.
Oh, no. No, we can't make that official. Denny's will close out. We'll close out Denny's.
Let's close out a Denny's. April 1st, close out a Denny's day.
Technically, April 2nd, 12.
April 2nd, after 12, let's ruin a night.
The Denny's on Oliver.
Actually, April 1st is no joke. Players ball.
Okay.
April 2nd is fucking villain day. ruin a Denny's.
Ruin a Denny's. All disclaimers.
Yeah, no, don't actually ruin it. No,
Denny's.
if you do that, that's bad.
Just go in there.
Go to a
you know
Denny's
what I mean?
and have fun with your homies.
Just order a lot of
But
little
be drunk.
foods. You know what I
Be
mean?
drunk.
Really get those.
Be those
guys
people.
that
You know who
cook
you're
work.
talking about. Who I'm talking about.
Man,
Yeah.
April 1st.
April 1st.
So
It's a couple days away, dog. We're about to go off.
3 days away. It's crazy. It's
What's your first song called?
It's good. It's called The Introduction, and it's
crazy.
from the you know the album Sweet City and Seven Nation Midwest Music, and so thank you. Recorded at VME Studios.
Shout out VME all day. Where's the fucking? I need to download a button right now.
Oh my God! Get your phone out. You just get the horn now. Can't wait.
If anybody knows a good app, shout me out, XTO. I used to be called J Cocaine. It's Doc Thursday now.
It's Doc Thursday. Oh,
Doc Thursday.
Doc Thursday.
That's
Okay,
me.
that's the alter ego.
Yeah, that's the alter ego. Now you know a little bit.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Now y'all know. See, this is the great. This is a good part. So, what's your opinion on, just like, I don't know if I said this. Have I asked this question on this fucking version of the podcast? Because we did.
Who knows?
Who knows? Let me get another question going, because that one I've asked so many. When it comes down to it, how do you think of tours?
I'm planning on trying to do something like that sometime soon. I feel like tours, it's gonna take a lot out of a person. It's gonna really test your idea of what you think you want to do with your future, 100%. And I feel like I am not completely ready for the journey, but I want to see if I can take a step forward into it. So I'm trying to work with some other artists. I can't say who yet, but maybe we can probably come about with the XTO tour. And if I can get that, we're gonna stream the grocery list all over the fucking United States for just a little bit of time for your amusement. And it's gonna be nice. So, but I think networking is a hard thing to do, especially when you're trying to do it on your own. It's nice to have a manager, so if you ever get the opportunity to get a manager, shoot for that shit. Have somebody else do it. But right now,
that's what's up.
You gotta get your stripes one way or another.
For real, you gotta earn them.
You gotta earn them.
But
is it okay if I take a shot on? Is that weird?
No.
Would you like a shot?
No, I cannot. I drive.
That's fine. Well, I will take this shot.
Go ahead. What is that? Whiskey?
For you.
It's bourbon.
Bourbon.
Oh yeah.
Is what's Jack Daniel's bourbon?
They have whiskey and bourbon.
Heard that.
Good lord.
Yeah, super.
Yeah, come over here. Get on stage.
Listen.
Have a seat.
It was just way, bro.
Please have a seat.
No,
have
I'm
a seat real
tired,
quick.
man.
Have a seat real quick. Have a seat real quick. Have a seat real quick. All right, motherfuckers. This is my boy,
Can you see me?
Tommy.
I'm playing Xbox.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up? This is our guest over here. This is my boy, Tommy.
What's up?
Hey, me and him been rapping since day one. He's seen fucking from the bottom to the middle to fucking right now where I'm at. And he knows the struggle. He's been here the whole grind. We used to live together. We were partners. We've been homies. We used to be rivals. We used to dance against each other. Now this is my best fucking homie, and he raps hard as fuck. This is my boy Tommy.
Sometimes.
Hey.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
This is my boy. So I was telling you that we got this song called Thursday, and it's funny because I got an alter ego called Thursday. This was kind of where it all started. It's been a hell and a half to get my boy Tommy to get on the track, but when he finally did it, my boy spazzed ridiculously. And I want y'all to show him some love and show him that he got it going on, okay, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna give you a little bit of taste of the Thursday. It's a little bit of lengthy song, so I won't give you the whole thing, but we're gonna give you a little taste for sure.
This is found on the.
This is on the grocery list. The last song, actually.
Okay.
After you guys check this song out, you guys are gonna want to hit replay on that bitch. Check this shit out.
It's a fun ass song. It was fun.
My boy Tommy, let him know. Wait, let me make sure the proper
name
amount
Marquise. I'm pretty sure he said that already.
the proper amount of tone is on that hoe. Okay, we need to make sure this is ready.
Every time we do it, we go up too. Unless I spaz out.
Hey, I need to know. Where do I go? I'm searching for signs. I'm looking for something, but where do I know? How do I know? Where do I be? I'm searching for me.
I'm looking to be free.
I'm looking for something. Wait.
Let
me replay. Let me restart. Let me redo it. I fucked up. I'm a little high. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna lie. I'm stoned.
Hey, don't excuse. You gotta go under the influence.
I like it.
You gotta be prepared, no matter what.
Hey, I need to know. Where do I go? I'm searching for signs. I'm looking for something, but how do I know?
Hey,
and where would it be? I want to be free. I keep searching for answers. I'm listening now because I want to see. And I need to know. Where do I go? I'm searching for signs. I'm looking for something, but how do I know? Hey, and where would it be? I want to be free. I keep searching for answers. I'm listening now because I want to see.
I want to know if she can smoke until she choke. Give me top on the low.
Smoking pre-rolls in a fat crib with a bad bitch watching Nemo.
When the track fit, shorty woke up cooking breakfast.
Ass out, bacon on the skillet. Hey, talk to him, Tommy.
Shout out to X, I ain't talking my life, bitch. I swear you do niggas be
acting
You
dramatic.
know Drake said it the best on new friends.
Hey, all we knew was a struggle for May 36.
You wasn't there, so don't mention me. Shit on my lifestyle.
All the way I choose to live.
Fuck ACC for that face scholarship. Yeah, I could have been balling, but I just remiss. But I wanna know.
Does
she know where to go?
Does
she know she can pull up on me where her nigga make her feel alone?
Hey.
Vitamin D.
Yeah,
I know she a freak.
Yes, you're free.
So she fuck with me. She forgot a whole nigga. Now she call me Poppy.
Tommy, I need to know. Where do I go? I'm searching for signs. I'm looking for something, but how do I know? And where will it be? I want to be free. I keep searching for answers. I'm listening for now. I want to see. People is watching me like I am Burning Man. I am not certain, but I am determined. The height that I'm reaching ain't built for a person. The platform I'm making is built for a sermon. Taking my chances and reaping the benefit. Became my hero, defeating my nemesis, closer to the sun. But I ain't no Icarus. Focus on funds. That's why I work rigorous. Only way to show you I'm serious. Watch as I master my discipline. I don't have time for these simple tens. I'm gonna stay focused on getting my bag. Put work in the lab. My life slow pace. Don't take it fast. This is my lane. You coming last. You can still be the first in the hearse. My guys, it's the reason you put in the dirt. Call me a jerk. I know. And I'm going berserk.
I know.
And I'm selling the show. Crawling my way out of hole. Head of the pack. Time for these niggas to fall back. This shit I've been hearing is whack. Hey, and these niggas claiming they all that. But I don't be hearing that shit. They fearing my wit. I'm aware my sound is legit. I be making these rappers submit. I go the extra mile. They won't get an inch. I swing to my city, I'm on my Morales. I got to the scale, now I'm tipping the balance. Over the hurdles, I rise to the challenge. I murder a track if you give me a minute. I lick to the cloud, now the sky's the limit. I guess the stars where I go. As a dad, it don't matter no more. It's some time before I make it back home. Where I'm headed into the unknown. Where's the old me? I'm so far gone. Don't know what's next, but I'm not alone. So I'm the castle headed straight for the throne, and I need to know. Where do I go? I'm searching for signs, I'm looking for something, but how do I know? And where will it be? I wanna be free. I keep searching for answers, the liquid number I wanna see, and I need to know, where do I go? I'm searching for signs, I'm looking for something, but how do I know, and where will it be? I wanna be free. I keep searching for answers, I'm listening now, but I wanna see, That's it. That is Thursday for y'all motherfuckers on the grocery list.
That was alright.
That's gonna be April 1st. That shit's gonna be live for y'all.
That's crazy. That was hype right here. Every time you
mention
mention April 1st, that's on stage.
Bro, that's on stage. So you heard it. You see the vision. You know what's going on over here in the Sea Shed Studios. You know what's been cooked up.
Who came up with that name?
I think it was Slim.
I don't know if it was Mama or him. That's funny.
Honestly, it was probably both them niggas.
Thank y'all for having me on.
Also, check us out on Twitch. We got Fortnite popping up.
Okay. It's like 2 verse. I don't know how we're gonna name it. Look, it's 2 verse. What do you call it? 2 verse squads or just?
Hey, we ain't got the name yet. Never mind. Yeah. Don't check us out yet.
We're gonna get it right.
We gonna be there. Check us out.
Stay tuned.
Well, it has been a hell of a time, my boy.
Ladies
Hey,
and
We got shit popping off.
Good,
We
I gotta
had
get
Tommy
out of
on stage. Tommy,
gentlemen.
that's
I
my
gotta
boy
get out of
right
here.
there.
Ready for April.
April, man, we'll see
April,
y'all
I'm ready to get lit
soon.
with y'all, man.
We'll
Just
see
let me
y'all
know. I'm about to
soon.
play Fortnite.
Say less. Say less. April 1st.
Man,
That's gonna be a night.
Yo, this is a dope podcast. I apologize for a lot of the cuts and shit that I had to do.
Fuck it.
So it's
I'm
gonna
happy
be-
we got this shit done.
No,
I hope
yeah.
this becomes a regular thing. Honestly, this
Well,
is fun.
no, yeah, it's Wake Up Wednesdays. You know
Wake
what I
Up
mean?
Wednesdays.
So I mean, I'm trying to get back on a consistent basis on a Wednesday schedule. So
I understand
hopefully, the actual Wednesday, which is in 2 days or tomorrow, is gonna be lit because I plan to do a podcast with some of the artists. You know what I mean? Just get their backstory,
and
intel. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Get them hyped. Just get them hyped, and then hopefully, Thursday, if we have time for rehearsals at the stage, and give you guys a little sneak peek. You know what I mean? Check out t.each.e.
You already know.
page.
You already know.
Check out Top Spawn Events for more events. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
And
this
then-
ain't the last one.
Let's go! It ain't the last one. It ain't. We coming at you hard, Wichita. Get ready. The dub ain't ready.
Y'all ain't
Wednesday,
ready.
check it out.
Check it out.
Subscribe. XTO, check it out. Grocery list. That's not mine.